This is component 1 task booklet. We're out to question 10. I've got all my stuff and I've even got still got Hannah's calculator. So there we go. Doesn't look like I might not need it for this. So this is question 10 and it's got this big passage about what is it about? It's about, just skimming through it, it's about coppicing and sort of deforestation. Okay. So what's it tell us? Little wilderness forest, most have been managed. So we're talking about forest management, so that might relate into conservation. 2 methods, coppicing and slash and burn, which kind of does what it says on the tin. So they're explaining what coppicing means. Coppicing involves cutting down broadleaf trees to ground level in winter and encouraging the regrowth of multiple stems from the stump or stool. So we've taken our tree, cut it down, and then it's going to regrow lots of new stems. This process is repeated throughout the woodland on a cycle. So we're going to have some that are trees, some that are stumps, some that are regrowing, 7 to 25 years. 1 part of the wood is harvested each year. So we're going to have some bits of the forest like that, some like that, some like that, in all stages, allowing for regrowth and formation of a sustainable cycle. Slash and burn involves felling and burning the trees to create land for agriculture. So what do I know about agriculture? We grow one thing, monoculture. The ash makes the soil fertile, and on a large scale, talking deforestation. What do we know about that? We know that deforestation means that there's less carbon dioxide taken out of the atmosphere. One current global estimate of gas emissions is shown in the table. Area burned, some big numbers. Dry biomass consumed, carbon dioxide given out, carbon monoxide, oxides of nitrogen and methane given out. Okay, so this is quite a bad thing then, isn't it? So, question then, some of the gases are known as greenhouse gases. And we've got an explain, which means give a reason. I need to use that word because again, what is meant by the term greenhouse effect? So, greenhouses, I'm thinking warm. I'm thinking letting light through but not the heat out, which is why they warm up. And we're going to have, instead of glass, we've got gases. So, the greenhouse gases form an insulating layer letting light in but not allowing heat to escape. Which leads to global warming. So Mr. Trump, it is true. Okay. Hobby, explain. Oh, more reasons. Why coppicing is less likely to cause soil erosion and increase sediment deposits. Why is the soil less likely to go away than it is with slash and burn? So, one of the things that I know causes soil erosion is rain hitting the soil and causing it to wash away. And the thing that stops soil erosion is having leaves in the way to reduce the impact. Leaves also obviously are slowing down the wind speed as well. So why does that happen with coppicing and not with slash and burn? So back to the beginning, regrowth of multiple stems. So we've got regrowth going on there, but in the felling and burning of trees there are not going to be any leaves there. So in coppicing, I'm going to use so instead of because. The trees regrow and produce leaves, which reduce the impact of rain and wind onto the soil, so erosion is reduced. Super duper. Okay, oh, another explain. I'm starting to hate the word because. Explain. Why slash and burn reduces biodiversity, whereas coppicing increases it. Okay. So, what do we know about biodiversity? We've felled and burnt the trees to make land for agriculture, so we're growing monoculture instead of forestry. So, I can say that something about the habitats. So the animals don't have anywhere to live. Remember Bambi. Just heard a gasp, an audible gasp from the room. And then we've got this idea of some of these trees are trees and some of them are stumps and some of them are regrowing, so we've got all sorts of different habitats for the animals. So explain. So slash and burn. Destroys the habitat. And replaces forest with monoculture, reducing biodiversity. And I think I need to say something about each, so I want to contrast and put whereas in. Oh, great word, whereas. Whereas coppicing has trees at all stages of regrowth. That's what it tells you at the top. And many habitats. Super duper.